First wire, they're at the post. And they're off in the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity. Awkward start for Spice Runner. Went to his knees out of the gate and will be last for the move into the first turn. There goes Litmus Test for the lead on the outside, and Blackout Time is there to the inside. And Ted Noffey joins them up to the far outside in third as they move into the first turn. Big Dom will be in the fourth position. Angles out a lane off the rail midway on the first turn. Dichiasete is next to last, and Spice Runner is last as they move off the first turn and onto the backstretch. Litmus Test the leader. Litmus Test against the rail leads it by a length and a half. Ted Noffey is second outward from the rail by a half length. Blackout Time is traveling along the inside in third. And then Big Dom nearly 5 lengths off the lead in fourth. A gap of 3 more back to Dichiasete and Spice Runner last. 23.96 seconds was the time for that opening quarter. Here comes Ted Noffey, midpoint of the backstretch. Starts to draw alongside of Litmus Test. Litmus Test to the inside leads it by a half length. Ted Noffey is there up on the outside and second by a length. Blackout Time is third by a length as they go to the far turn. Big Dom is fourth, then a break of 7 more lengths. Back to Spice Runner on the outside of Dichiasete. 48.23 seconds was the time for the first half mile. Midway on the final turn, it is Ted Noffey from the outside, Litmus Test toward the rail, and they're matching strides now with a quarter mile to go. A gap of 3 more lengths to Blackout Time, who tries to pick them up, but still third. Big Dom has lost ground. Dichiasete fifth, Spice Runner last. Ted Noffey has taken control heading into the short stretch, but is chased by Blackout Time on the outside. 2 lengths between them. Ted Noffey with the lead. Blackout Time in second. And then Litmus Test in third. Ted Noffey now hits another gear, opens up in the closing strides. Ted Noffey to win the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity. John Velasquez, fourth win on the day. Blackout Time was across the wire in second. Litmus Test was third, 1 minute 43.98 seconds. The official winner of Keeneland's 9th race, 112th running of the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity Grade 1, number 6, Ted Noffey. 4 wins today for Spendthrift Farm LLC of Eric Gustafson. 3 wins for trainer Todd Pletcher, 4 for jockey John Velasquez. Ted Noffey, 2-year-old son of Into Mischief, out of Streak of Luck by Old Fashioned, bred in Kentucky by Aaron and Marie Jones LLC. Keeneland September graduate Ted Noffey gets the mile at a 16th over the fast main track in 1 minute 43.98 seconds. Now the trophy presentation for the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity, a win and you're in Breeders' Cup Juvenile Division race. Presenting the trophy on behalf of Claiborne, Walker and Courtney Hancock to the connections of Ted Noffey.
Ted Noffey keeps this dream day going for the team at Spendthrift Farm, and Johnny Velasquez, of course, and trainer Todd Pletcher. Johnny, going 2 turns for the first time with a horse of his talent, what was the approach for yourself in getting things to relax for him, but still obviously be engaged in the race?
You know, the good thing about him, he's pretty kind, you know. I know he breaks pretty well out of there, let him run to the first turn, put a bit in his mouth, just kind, and he relaxes right back to you, though, you know. And that's the great thing about him, that he's not a horse that's going to be running off, and you get a nice hold of him, he comes back right at you. When he gets too close to the horse in the lead, he wants to get a little aggressive, so I have to kind of, you know, get a little hold of him so he doesn't get it a little too early. But after that, you know, he was pretty easy. You know, 3 April, got the head in front of him. And once he opened up about 11, you can see he started easing up, waiting for the horses, kind of keep him busy for a little bit, make sure he does a little bit of something. Got to give it to the team, man. Get him ready like that, 3 races back-to-back. So Todd and team have done a great job.
Congratulations, Johnny.
Thank you so much.
Todd, the progression of this horse, I mean, it's just every step of the way, it seems like everything just clicks for him. What were your thoughts as you got ready to turn him loose around the 2 turns here today against Grade 1 company for a second consecutive race?
Everything in his training indicated to us that he wouldn't have any issue with it. It's always great to see him actually do it, but yeah, it worked out beautifully today. Got a good trip to the first turn, got into a good rhythm, and you know, just kind of waiting on Johnny to give him the cue. So it was what we were hoping for, what we were expecting, but like I said, you always want to see it.
Congratulations on a big weekend for Spendthrift Farm.
For sure, thank you.
And here with Ned Toffey, the namesake of Ted Noffey. I'm proud of myself for getting that right. But Ned, what an unbelievable day. 4 wins here at Keeneland alone, 5 wins across the country. How can you put a day like this into your own words?
I don't know, but I'm sure going to enjoy it because there's plenty of them that go the other way. So it's a tough game, and when you have a day like this, you better enjoy it because, you know, tomorrow might be a lot worse. But was a lot of fun. We've been really fortunate. We have great ownership behind us that support everything, a wonderful team, and you know, we're in a great situation and in a position to have this kind of success. So hopefully this will continue. But it was a great day, and we're sure going to enjoy this.
And you never know until they actually do it. What did you think of this impressive performance today, him stretching out to 2 turns?
Yeah, I mean, exactly right. I mean, our impression from talking to Todd and from what we've seen was that he would handle the stretch out. He's a nice size, scopy, leggy horse. He's built to like 2 turns. The way he ran in the hopeful would make you think he'd like 2 turns. But like you said, they still have to do it. So we were cautiously optimistic, but you know, you just never know until they do it, and he sure did it today.
Congratulations on an unbelievable day.
Thank you so much.
Ted Noffey takes the Grade 1 Claiborne Breeders' Futurity.